What's the reason for Mississippi changing its name to Little River Band?
Well, prior to leaving for England, we'd had various people tell us that they felt that the name wasn't very American, and we had some criticism leveled at us because of that. So we decided to change our name mainly for that reason, and you know, to be known as foremost an Australian group.
Well, why not name it after an Australian river?
Yeah, we had the idea of calling it Murrumbidgee.
Yes.
But, you know, that's a bit too obvious, I think.
And has the material changed since you've changed the name?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, it has in the way that Glenn's come into the band with his songs, but they're very much in the line of what Mississippi were doing anyway, and the distinctive vocals of the band are still there.
Who's doing most of the writing for the group at the minute?
It's split equally at the moment between Graham, Beebe and myself.
The scene in England, it seems very hard for rock groups to make it there, and you've certainly paid your dues in Twilight and Axiom.
Tried a couple of times, yeah. It's the best place in the world for an Australian group to break up, basically. It's very hard for an Australian group that's had any sort of success here, as the Axiom and the Twilights did, and then get over there and find yourself. It seems like you're working to a cotton wall all the time. There's so many things going on, so many groups, you know, and it takes at least a year even to get to know people in the business before you can start flogging your group around and your material and your work, you know.
What about contacts overseas? Do you think you've established fairly good?
Yeah, there's a lot of doors open for us with Glenn, you know, Glenn Wheatley, our manager. He's worked in LA for a while, and I was in London for 5 years, and so was Glenn for a few years. You know, we know a lot of people.
How do you like being a manager after playing in Masters Apprentices?
Well, the management side of it came pretty easy to me because we were just saying even in the old Masters days, I'm afraid the management we had wasn't very good. So I eventually found myself in that role, doing most of the PR for the group. And for example, when we'd come to Sydney, I'd find myself here hustling up bookings for the next time we'd come back. I was just, as long as I kept 4 weeks ahead with the group in those days, we were okay.
Do you have a hand in producing records?
Yes, we all had a hand in producing the thing. We've all had quite a lot of experience, and I was, I guess, the mediator between them, because with 6 guys in there all coming up with different ideas, we could get a problem where no one will ever agree. So I was the guy that was saying, well, I guess I was the last on the chain, saying, yes, that is good, or, you know, the majority is right in this instance, or maybe you're not right. But I'd had a bit of experience in America as well, which helped.